Okay, Casita astronomers, this is Marvin Huddleston, the Rambling Observer. Hope this works. I am right now leaving Casita. I came down here to get a refund on my Anderson no sway hitch. Found out I do not need it with a tow vehicle we bought last night. And I wound up buying my hitch and stuff that I needed, and ball, whatever you call it there. We're new to this. Anyhow, I'm going to tell you a little story about what has transpired over the last week. The wife and I went down to, we went in and tried to find financing for our vehicle. Wound up at Ford, and we purchased a Ford Explorer last Thursday. And I got home. You know how that works. You get home, start thinking about things you just did, and got to questioning whether or not the Ford Explorer that we bought would safely and adequately tow a Casita travel trailer at the weight that it is. Walked into the dealership, Town East Ford. I told them off the bat that we were there to buy a tow vehicle for a Casita travel trailer, and I gave them the specifications. I told them it had to have a minimum towing ability of 5,000 pounds capacity. And I also told them that it had to have a 500-pound tongue weight and all that good stuff. They assured me that it would do all that. I get home, I start doing a little Google research, and guess what? I was presented with the fact that the engine that we had and the vehicle we had would only tow 2,000 pounds. The dealership kept telling me, no, that's incorrect, that you are safe, that they told me this vehicle would easily tow 5,000 pounds. So my point in sharing this via my YouTube channel is this, folks. Do not go by anything anybody tells you on what a particular vehicle can do. You trust your gut experience, number one. Number two, trust only what you see in writing. If you think somebody can do something, or if you think, or someone tells you they think it can do something, don't go by that until you see it in writing. It's like any other financial contract you enter. Not necessarily that anybody's trying to deceive anybody, but even these dealerships sometimes don't know what the heck they're talking about. So what had happened, I made a big deal about the 2,000 pound thing. We went back to Friday night to Ford, and I had already fired off a nastygram to them, told them I was ready to bring it back to them and cancel the deal. I had 3 days in the state of Texas to do so. So when we got there, we went in. They agreed to put an engine cooler on the engine as per what we were reading in Ford literature. They defined a towing package that was added by the dealer as the ball hitch, wiring, and it stated an engine cooler, not a transmission cooler, an engine cooler. Apparently the Ford Escorts already have at least some type of a transmission cooler. It may not be adequate, but it had one. Okay, so Monday rolls around. The wife decided she wanted to drive the new van to work, try it out, so she drove it to work. As she was leaving work that day, around 4 something, I believe, her phone rings and she answers it, and it's Cass, our salesman. And by the way, let me tell you, if you think about buying a vehicle, a Ford vehicle or a used vehicle, please go over to Ford, to Town East Ford if you're in the area, and please tell them I referred you, or tell them my wife referred you, Robin Huddleston, so we can get the $200 credit for referring somebody. Anyway, make a long story short, Cass called. He said, Miss Huddleston, we've got a problem. We've already signed financing papers. It's ours. He said, Miss Huddleston, we've got a little problem. We've determined that you were correct, that Explorer will not tow, even with the towing stuff they were going to add, would not tow the 5,000 pounds. So, my heart kind of sank. I despise buying a car. I despise the process. I just despise everything about buying a car. I'm sorry, I just don't like doing it. I'm just one of those people. Anyhow, make a long story short, we go back up there to turn the car back in. They're talking to us what we're going to have to do to keep your business, and so we get to talking. They first showed us a Ford pickup, or was it a Ford? They showed us a pickup. I believe it was an F-150. It looked okay. It had a lot of wear, and I looked into the back end, to the back cargo back there, the back end of a pickup. The bed, there we go. I could tell it's had a hard life. That vehicle, you could tell a lot of heavy duty work had been done in that vehicle. So I said, no, I'm not interested in this one. We told them, said, well, it's, to me, the most important thing about a tow vehicle for us was finding something was mechanically capable of doing what we needed to do. It wasn't that important to have a really pretty car and all that kind of stuff. Price was the important factor. But the second car they brought to us was another Ford F-150. That's the car I'm driving right now home to Mesquite from Rice, Texas. And I'll tell you why I was in Rice a second ago, in a second or two. We really liked it, to be honest with you. It's not that, I can live with a less than beautiful car. Excuse me. But it's nice to have something really this pretty, and it also tells you the car's been taken care of. This F-150 pickup I'm driving right now, it's an XLT crew cab. It looked brand new. It was beautiful. The bed has not hardly been used for anything, it doesn't look like. This was a personal lease car. The other thing wrong with the Explorer I discovered after the fact was a mechanic told me, he said, Mr. Huddleston, you realize this car came from Kentucky. It has been up New Jersey. They said it's already showing signs of corrosion from the stuff they put out to fight snow and ice and all that stuff. So my heart kind of sank when he told me that. I wasn't real happy. I'm going, well, okay, we're going to have to live with that. This car is a Texas edition Ford F-150 pickup. Yay, Texas! It appears to have all of the stuff that I need. Built-in towing package. I've got a little button here I can push that says tow/haul, and then another, push it twice and it's a sport. It's got some things on the odometer right now I'm looking at a speed readout of my odometer. It goes through, let's see what we can find here. That's not what I want. It's got a towing button. You click the towing button to bring up, it says it has to be stationary, but anyway, it's got towing options built in. It's got built-in tire monitors right now, and I'm gonna go to Ford before I even go home. My front driver's tire says 36 pounds. My passenger side, 32 pounds in front, 31 pounds on the rear driver, and 32 pounds on the rear passenger. So I'm taking it over there to get that aired up and everything. I'm going to be checking on a tire monitor for our trailer also, if this doesn't already have it. What Casita did for me just a little bit ago, I took my Anderson no-sway hitchback and got $529 or $39 refunded because this vehicle has no sway built in. And Casita verified that I did not have it. I'd already called them. That's why I went down to Casita today. I thought it'd be easier to go to Casita than go somewhere else to buy the hitch and the ball, because Casita would know exactly what I needed. And I'm new to this, so I don't really know all the technicalities and all that kind of stuff. We've still got that to learn. But anyhow, I feel confident right now we could tow the biggest aircraft carrier that the United States has if I wanted to put a ball on the thing and haul it. And that's really not true. I'm confident this vehicle easily will haul 5,000 pounds. Ton weight's not going to be a problem. Everything looks rosy red. My main reason for doing this video for you guys is to tell you guys, again, be careful buying your tow vehicle. Yes, they claim at Casita that the Casita is lightweight. It can be towed by almost anything you already have. That's not true. I'm telling you, as a newbie trailer owner myself, on behalf of my wife and I, that's not true. When you buy a Casita and like we didn't have it delivered, and you're not experienced towing a Casita or any other travel trailer, it's not as easy as going out like we thought, saying, okay, let's look at the Ford Explorer and let's go that route. A lot of Ford Explorers, if they come with a towing package, yes, they will tow easily 5,000 pounds. You're good to go. I had even a relative, a cousin of mine's son, is a service advisor for another Ford dealership, and he was pretty confident that vehicle was all we needed. And again, it probably was, but I'm, going down a mountain in a mountainside in the Rocky Mountains, down a steep grade or up a steep grade or whatever. That's not the time to figure out, after you've had a vehicle for a year, that you realize your Ford Explorer is not up to the task of towing that Casita travel trailer, guys. You don't want to start trying to brake and go, oh crap, what's the deal? I can't get this thing to slow down. Or whatever would happen. Like I say, the only trailer I've ever really towed outside of commercial stuff, and I was using company vehicles and stuff when I did that. The only trailer I've ever towed, to show you how smart I was, I'm an amateur astronomer. I used to have a Toyota Corolla that I took to a place that had a hitch put on. I had a 4x6 trailer that I had bought to carry an 18-inch Starmaster Newtonian telescope in, and all my camping and astronomy gear. I would load that sucker up. I'm talking about, you could not slide a piece of paper in that thing, put something else into it. I had no idea what it meant. I didn't know what tongue weight meant. I'm still not real sure, to be honest with you. I've still got to learn that well. I didn't know what towing capacity was. I can tell you right now, Toyota Corolla was not adequate to tow even a little bitty 4x6 cargo trailer like I was doing. I took that to the Davis Mountains, to the Texas Star Party. I think I did that twice. I hauled it to my astronomy site in Oklahoma. We hauled it to North Carolina. Oh Lord. That's one of those experiences that now I look back on it and I realize how funny it was. But anyway, when we paid for our Casita, of course, the plan was to buy the Casita, and I'm not alone. I had already seen other people who said they had done this. We bought the Casita, had Casita arranged for it to be delivered for us. Oh, I'm sorry, correction. We did arrange to have them deliver it for us, but we picked it up, and a friend of mine actually went down. He's actually my insurance agent. A good friend of mine went down with us and towed it home in his with his little pickup. It's a lot smaller than this F-150. So, suffice it to say, folks, do not go out and buy a tow vehicle and assume that you're okay because some salesman said, yeah, this vehicle will tow 5,000 pounds or 10,000 pounds or 1,000,000 pounds, whatever, because they may not know. First of all, used car dealers, this is a used car. It has 41,915 miles on it. It's a 2015 Ford F-150 Crew Cab Pickup, Texas Edition XLT. You need to be able to find in writing that the vehicle you are buying will tow what you need to tow, period. I don't care what anybody says on any of the forums. I don't care what any dealership says, salesman. I even had gone and spent over an hour Monday before we learned we had to take it back. Or no, I'm sorry, Saturday. With the actual service department at Town East Ford. They worked over an hour looking through paperwork and service manuals and all kinds of crap, and had come to the conclusion that, quote unquote, you'll probably be okay. I don't want to spend the money on a new to us vehicle that we bought, and it was expensive, folks. Either way you look at this, it's been an expensive experience for us. It is taxing. Even this change to the F-150, and they knocked another $500 off at Town East Ford for our inconveniences. I was very impressed with those guys. This is the second new vehicle we have now, well, new to us. Actually, I guess counting the Explorer, this is the third vehicle that in my lifetime I bought that I can remember from Town East Ford. We bought our little Ford Focus that we paid in full in this past January. And this vehicle I'm driving right now is $130 a month more than that brand new Focus was. So our insurance is going up. I'm hoping this may be a little bit cheaper. The Explorer was a 2017. I like it being that new, but it actually had 5,000 or 6,000 more miles on it than this used F-150 pickup that looks brand new. So guys, let me just tell you, from the Rambling Observer, I'm glad you guys are watching. I don't know how many people right now are following my stuff. I'm still learning the ins and outs of doing YouTube videos. I don't have all the equipment yet that I need. I may switch and start doing this with my Canon T6i camera instead of using cell phone like I'm doing now. I don't even have my speaker on that I put on my lapel. So I hope this sounds good and you can understand what I'm saying over any road noises or hums or whatever I'm going to hear when I play this. So anyway, guys, just be careful buying your tow vehicles for the purpose of towing a travel trailer, especially a Casita. I've been told by a number of people that we won't even know that Casita is behind us now. So we are very happy with that. God bless you guys. Let me share, as a believer in Jesus Christ, a seminary grad, and an astronomer, let me share my favorite verse of Scripture with you. Psalm 111:2 says, "Great are the works of the Lord, studied by all who delight in them." And I delight in the works of the Lord. When I look at the night sky, I am absolutely floored by not only the beauty but the majesty of the night sky. I could never have enough faith to be an atheist. One look through a telescope. Actually, one dark sky. Get out in a really dark sky, Arizona or someplace, out around Fort Davis, Texas. Atoka, Oklahoma. It's not near as dark as those places, but it's nice too. Any dark sky sight, look up with your naked eye at the night sky. I have no idea how anyone can do that and continue or even consider being an atheist. I just don't have enough faith. Jesus Christ is the instrument of not only salvation, but Jesus Christ is the instrument of creation. He is the bara creator of Genesis 1. So follow me, guys, on Facebook. Please like my videos. One of these days I'll figure out what all that stuff means. I see everybody saying it. I can look at my stuff and see how many people are following or viewing stuff and that kind of thing. But this will get better. I'll get better at this, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful time. Enjoy Casita life. Turn off those white lights, folks, please. White lights in camping, outdoor, and actually inside white lights. And camping should not be used in the same sentence. It certainly should never be used in the same sentence if you're doing so primarily to enjoy astronomy in the night sky. God bless you guys. Thanks for watching.